Welcome back to Everything Fraser Coast. I'm Jussie Lindeberg, your host, and...
I'm Lily.
Lily?
Yeah.
The other host.
Oh, the other host.
And today, what's the name of the place where we're sitting at, Lee? I can't remember the name.
Community Cubbed.
Community Cubed?
Cubed. I'm looking, it's right there and I'm looking up there.
It's Community Cubed at Stockland, and we're joined... And that other little voice you just heard is Rebecca, and I've already forgotten your last. Corbett, thank you. And we're sitting with Rebecca, who's from Entrepreneur.
Rebecca, where are you from?
I'm the Entrepreneurship Facilitator for the Wide Bay region.
I was so proud of myself because I was going to remember, but then you threw me with making a little balls up of the name of the place where we are.
It's okay, I stumble over it all the time.
Before we start, Rebecca, hearing about where you're from, can you say...
Welcome, Rebecca.
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you for meeting us today.
Yeah.
Can you say eager eels eat entrepreneur facilitators really fast 5 times?
God.
Really?
Eager eels eat entrepreneurship facilitators. Eager eels eat entrepreneurship facilitators. Eager eels eat entrepreneurship facilitators. Eager eels eat
Stop
entrepreneurship
there.
facilitators.
You can do it. I should have made that hard. No, we need a few F words in there.
Oh, I'll be really careful.
So nice. So we met Rebecca just recently, and we organise, as we do, to follow up with special people we meet to do a little bit of a chat with a podcast. So, Rebecca, can you tell us a bit about your role working for the federal government?
Yeah, sure. So I am employed by the Bundaberg Business Enterprise Centre, but don't let the Bundaberg part of that fool you. I'm in Hervey Bay every week. So I cover the Wide Bay Burnett region, so Hervey Bay, Maryborough, so the entire Fraser Coast, Bundaberg and the North Burnett. And I provide one-on-one mentoring for businesses, and it's completely free to access. So the federal government funds all of our services. We do workshops every month around different topics, and I get experts in to run those. So next month we're doing business money mindset. The month after we're doing a deep dive into social media. And we just really help businesses to learn the things that they need to learn. And you don't want to go to uni and do a business degree. You just want to know what you have to know.
It's the time. Yeah. And I guess really, if you've already got the business, you don't need a bit of paper from a uni to tell you that you can now run a business.
No, I don't even have the paper from uni. I quit 12 months before the end of my degree, and now I'm the Entrepreneurship Facilitator. So, if I can do that, you can run a business without a piece of paper.
Yeah, well
done.
Yeah.
So Richard Branson was like that.
Yeah.
I don't think he even finished high school.
No.
So there's hope for me yet.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So let's run into this word, entrepreneur. So an entrepreneur to me is someone who's, it's a new venture. Mm-hmm. So it has to be a new venture.
Yeah, so we don't actually have any criteria. So if it is a new venture and you want to get into entrepreneurship, you haven't had a business, you come and see us and we tell you everything that you need to know, all the legalities. We help you find what insurances that you need. We can help you register for ABN. But because we don't have any criteria, we can actually help you if you've had a business for a long time. So, it's great. It's not, our program isn't guided by your income or how long you've been in business or how many employees you have. We can help everyone that wants it.
And so, say I ran my own business and I was quite private about everything that I did. Mm-hmm. The information I share with you, where does that end up?
It ends up with me, and that's it.
Yep.
So I do. Oh, it's a bit noisy there.
We're on a farm. The tractor's coming by.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. Quack, quack.
Oh, I'll be the goat then.
So I do have to report to the government who I see every quarter, but I don't give your name unless you're a case study.
Yes.
So your age, your gender, your demographic, and your pain point in business is given to the government. Everything else is between you and I.
Private. Oh,
yeah.
Fantastic.
So I do record a few little notes so that in my CRM system, so then I can remember who you are, because I see so many businesses. But most of it is just a discussion between the business and I. And it's not actually what you'd think. So you don't come to me and have me tell you what you should do with your business and where it's all gone wrong. I actually just ask some questions, and I usually know what the answer should be. And I ask some questions and I prompt, and have you thought of this, and have you tried that, or where do you think you could improve? And I give the power back to the business owner, because no one knows your business better than you. I don't know every industry. I actually wrote a list once of all the jobs that I've had in my life, and I've worked in a lot of different industries, but I don't know every industry, and I'm not the expert.
Right.
The business owner is.
So with your CRM, your customer relationship management system, do you find yourself in a position where you can connect people if they're wanting to be connected with other business people?
Yeah, definitely. And it's something that I've looked at for a long time. So I've been helping businesses before I started in this program. And the one thing that I always thought is, I know so many people, and if I could just get them to talk to each other, that would be an amazing, powerful network. So through this program, we actually have what's called a think tank, and we do that once a month. We actually hold it here at Community Cubed. And so anyone can come. They don't have to have had mentoring from me, and they can come and talk. So last month we had 10 ladies here at Community Cubed, and one was an art therapist and one had an art gallery. Right. The art therapist is now running classes in the art gallery.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Are you finding that you're attracting the smaller female businesswomen mostly?
Yeah, it's really quite different here in Hervey Bay and Maryborough. I'm seeing all females. Right. I've seen maybe 2 or 3 men, and I've been doing this since January. They're all females. They're either mums with young kids that are about to start school or have started school, or we've got the older ladies who, you know, they were the stay-at-home mums. It was not socially acceptable for them to go and work. And now that, you know, their children are having children and their grandmas and they're semi-retired, they're now empowered to turn their passions into a business. So it's awesome to see so many females, whereas Bundaberg I get, you know, about half and half. So I love coming to Fraser Coast.
And whereabouts do you hold your sessions in Bundaberg?
In Bundaberg, we do it at the Generator, which is our co-working space. Okay. So that's where we have our think tank. And then the rest of our workshops are held at the Business Enterprise Centre.
I've got a theory for you on why you're not attracting men.
Oh, okay.
To Hervey Bay. The Generator in Bundy just sounds like a masculine male.
It is pretty masculine. It's very industrial.
And while Community Cubed isn't anything in it that is feminine, but it's the tea house.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
I work with men,
and
I can't imagine my boss saying, I'm just going to go to Community Cube for that reason.
Yeah, maybe I'll have it in a pub next month.
I'll be there.
We all go to that one, won't we? No, we'll go
anywhere.
That's only a thought.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I'll keep that in mind.
But I think what you're doing is fantastic.
Call it the garage, or
you know. I like that.
Well, that was the name of our future brothel.
Yeah, that's our future brothel.
We're going off PG.
We'll give you our name.
Great.
Doing it.
We're going to have a menu with, you know, a lube change and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my
oil
goodness,
change.
Get your gearbox service.
That was a new business. Could you
that
help
is
us?
awesome. I definitely can if that's what you would like to do.
Okay, we're getting off track. So how do we find you? Like we just stumbled across you, Rebecca.
Yeah.
How do other people find you?
So you can find me by going onto Facebook. Now the name is really long, so stick with me. It's Entrepreneurship Facilitators, Bundaberg, Fraser Coast, North Burnett.
Okay.
Or you can go to www.businessleap.org.au. Leap like the frog.
Yes, that's easy to remember.
Yeah, it's a local entrepreneur assistance program. Okay. That's what LEAP stands for.
So entrepreneur has the E before the U.
Yeah.
Not the U before the E. Just in case you're typing it in and you don't find it on Facebook. Okay. And we'll do a link on our Facebook page.
So, and you may get confused. There is also Entrepreneurship Facilitators, Gympie, Cherbourg and South Burnett, and they seem to come up before us in the search, and they're actually employed by the same organisation as myself. So they cover Gympie, Cherbourg, South Burnett, as the name suggests. So it's really awesome having a couple of entrepreneurship facilitators down there that I can call and go, hey, I've got a curly one. I've never come across this. Can you help? So it's really good. You get to tap into the mind of 3 different people.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
So can you tell us how the Community Cubed mixes in with you, with what you're doing?
Yeah, sure. So I actually met Jill, who takes care of Community Cubed. Early on, one of my tasks to do when I started was to go and meet all the stakeholders. And my first question was, what's a stakeholder?
And they hold steak.
Yeah, that's right. They hold steak. Unfortunately, they don't. It'd be great if they did. No, it's just all of the people in the area that I work that are already providing services to the people that I can service. So Community Cubed, they have an amazing program, and I talked with Jill and she said, we're looking for mentors within Community Cubed. Can you help? And we'd love to run some of these programs here. So I can't run all of my programs here because we're just not quite big enough to fit, multiple people in a room with a projector. But Think Tank, sitting out here where we are, despite the little tractors going past, it's really lovely. It gets you outside.
Easy parking. Convenient for everyone.
And it's such a casual space, but it is very feminine. But it's such a casual and open and lovely space.
It is.
And it is kind of central to everyone in Fraser Coast. So that's how I've begun to work with Community Cubed. And I just really like what they do with their social enterprise. I buy a cup of tea every time I'm here, and I know that's
lovely.
It's lovely.
Sorry, I really needed a coffee today.
So they've got their social enterprise where they make their tea and package it and all that sort of thing. So I love supporting businesses who support the other people in the area. And I try to buy local wherever possible.
Yeah, that's right. Well, at the end of the day, they're all local jobs, aren't they?
That's right. Everything is a local job.
Where do you buy from?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what business do you want to start, Lee?
I haven't. Well, now we're not doing the brothel. I haven't really thought about it.
Well, the world is your oyster. You can pick anything.
It is.
You just have to have the idea, and then I take care of the business side.
No, I'm lazy. I've gotten to the stage, moving here in Hervey Bay, I'm lazy. I go to work with Just, I come home, and I do nothing. That's my new life.
Place
I'm
to
so
be lazy.
That's my new life.
I'm so glad you said it that way around.
What?
You not do nothing with me and then you go home.
No, we do a lot.
We do a
lot.
Yeah.
But that's me at the moment. I'm not ready to take on anything.
Maybe you could be the lazy entrepreneur.
I'm good at that. The procrastinator.
Stories of unsuccess.
Yeah.
But there are people like you who could benefit from Think Tank in that. I had a lady who had a pool cleaning business, and we had a little session in here at Community Cubed, and I had a bunch of other people sitting around the table and at various levels of business, and she needed a logo, and she showed me, and I just turned the phone around and showed the group with no permission, which was probably not really nice of me, but she got immediate feedback. So you can be quite useful to the entrepreneurs because you'll just give them feedback and say, I love that, or it says this, or it says that, or no, I don't
I'm
really
good
like
for that.
We will come to
I
When's your next meeting?
The next Think Tank is, I believe, next Friday. Let me be really rude and look at my phone. So
is it during the day or after hours?
Yeah, it is during the day, from 9:30 till 11:30.
We'll come and we can connect with. We'll come and connect with some businesses.
Yeah, and I can tell you how to do nothing.
Disappeared from
That's
my
all
phone.
right. We'll put it on our Facebook page.
That'd be great.
Think Tank.
Think Tank.
Think Tank.
And is that on Facebook as well, or on your Facebook page?
Yeah, on the Facebook page we have the events. So it is one Friday a month.
Okay.
And it's not the first or the second Friday. It moves around because some weeks have 5 weeks. And I have my children week on, week off. So on the months that there's 5 Fridays in a month, it switches weeks on us all. So it's never really straightforward. But the dates for the next 3 months are always on the page.
Now, do people have to book, or you just turn up?
Just turn up.
Well, what we'll do is we'll set ourselves a challenge to see if we can bring a male.
Go for it.
Yeah,
we'll see if I've got a couple in mind. Small business.
Love that.
That might
get a picture with them and show the men that it's okay to drink tea.
Can come to the Community Cub.
You're a jag. Lee, go back to school. Okay, Rebecca. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. Sorry, we're a bit silly, but this is the way we do it.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
This is pretty much how my sessions go with all of my clients, really.
That's great.
It's not as boring and stuffy as you'd think it would be.
Definitely not intimidating.
Yeah.
No.
It's been enjoyable. And you're such a lovely lady. So anyone that wants to come to Think Tank next Friday, we'll put it all up on our Facebook as well. And yeah, the more the merrier for you, I guess.
Yeah.
To get people in here. So
yeah, let's see if we can break the numbers. Last time we had 10.
Okay.
Now there's extra tables at Community Cubed. We can fit more, so let's try and get more than 10.
Yeah.
And Community Cubed is in Stockland Mall.
At the Wandering Teapot.
The Wandering Teapot next to
In the far end
Burger
of,
Urge.
Yeah, far end of the food court.
Yeah. So come on down.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And get cubed with the community.
Let's get square. Be the round peg in the square hole.
That's it. All right. Thanks again. Travel safe home.
Thanks. Bye.
Over and out.
Bye.
Bye.